Good day, my name is Doug, and we are playing the Crust. And this is my second episode of my third base. Let's go ahead and start it. Getting some more power going here. Now I am doing this base a lot differently than I did my first one, in that I am keeping my
Director, a lot of industrial and scientific facilities on the moon have been severely damaged and remain incommunicado. We could try to build a repeater at our base. Who knows what signals it might be able to detect. Maybe we can find survivors or gather useful resources and research materials.
Okay, I am doing this a little bit differently in that I'm keeping all of my runs as short as I can. I mean, obviously this one came from the beginning of the game. But here you can see an example of that. This is my titanium setup. And I'm putting the extraction Sorry, I'm putting all the extraction equipment right on top of the ore. That will help get these things going the way I want them to. Okay, it's got 8 days left. It's probably got a good 12 days. That's probably got 8. And that's blue. So, orange and green. And I think green is going to go first, so we'll hit that up. Let's get that extra license. And I think I'm going to move this. So I currently have enough iron to last me while all this stuff goes into abeyance. Delete all of that. Delete all of that. Let's turn this off. Delete a fair number of these. Then take the refinery. And I already know I'm going to need more than one of these, so I might as well set it up now. No, we need power. And that like that. Let's go ahead and turn that off. And we now will just give these guys all the power they need. Oh yeah, I know. Do for right now. And just as a temporary solution, I'm going to go ahead and send this back up here, just so I don't lose out on that stuff. Okay, and then we need to send it into a smelter. And And I already know it's going to need more than one smelter. Run that right down to there, that to there. Okay.
Director, CPU is the heart of our base, responsible for all computational tasks. Our automated production requires enormous computational power. Every module built and every drone operating uses CPU. We will soon reach the limit, and to continue construction, we will need data centers.
Got it. Okay. This has all disappeared, so we make that go away.
Research complete.
That go away. Come on. Okay. Deleted a power. Steel.
An important note, if I may. Data centers are very particular about installation conditions and require a lot of microcircuits and microprocessors. It would be more cost-effective to focus on optimizing existing production. More technologically advanced modules consume less CPU.
Okay.
By studying new technologies, we can replace low-efficiency modules and free up CPU for other tasks. For example, one large solar panel generates almost as much energy as a dozen small panels, with significantly lower CPU costs.
And now we'll put in that second extractor. And send that there. Okay. Pause it. Let's go look at this research. Oh, my whips are done. Good. Okay. Let's see what we have here. Orange, definitely. Oh god, yes, that's gonna be needed. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. Let's see, that will be what? 15 days? Yeah, I'll definitely do that. And then that is 78 days. He's gonna be busy for a while, but there's only 16 days left there. So let's take a look at blue. Okay, we're gonna need that. Okay. Unpause. Let's see what we have here. It's getting towards night. We are not at full battery yet. That was not a good thing. So let's add some more. Definitely want to have a full battery at the end of the day. 3, 4, 5, and I'm just going to go ahead and add 10. That's a little excessive. I think that should really do me. But I'm going to be... what the heck? Why isn't that working? Wire. Okay. Back underground. Okay. Need to add storage for this. That's going to be plates. Then build all. There we go. Okay, now we're coming up with numbers here. That's good. So, this is too damn far away from... Oh, wait. Once I get the... Okay. No, I will be able to recover from that. Especially when I move all this stuff up here. Okay. Let's see. I've got 356 of this. Let's see what I am researching here. That. Do I already have smart concrete? No. Okay, oh, right. I need to... These guys. Damn it, ran out of power again. Okay. Well, bugger. Let's take a look up here. At night, that would be battery. I don't know if they got full though. But since I just added a bunch of solar panels, let's add some more batteries. Okay, 1, 2, 3. So we'll add 5 and see how that goes. And then we're going to go and add wiring to it, of course. Okay, and since that's now built, I can get rid of this wire. No, I need that wire. goes here. No, it doesn't.
Research complete.
I am not having a good time here. There we go. Okay, wire from there to there. Good. Okay. And obviously that is enough, not enough to keep up with there, so we will go ahead and add another smelting unit.
Research complete.
Attach it to that. Attach that to that. Tell it to do iron or steel. Okay. And we need to turn that. Oh, it's got 5 now. Good. So, can come and do this. Okay. This is obviously not needed. So we'll turn that off. Okay. Do I have an assembler now? Yes, I do. Gents, I need your attention here. Okay.
Walking the land, then looking away, I realized that I didn't stay.
Okay.
We were the best, we just dreamed, make a real space first. I take out my shiny mirrors, but
About to add an A
the flowers.
components factory, and that's going to need 30 power, which is a bit more than what I was expecting. So each solar panel adds 25, so 2 more solar panels. Oops, research complete. Let's go ahead and install this for a second and go look at this. Electric pillar upgrade. Okay. So, he's 40 days out. I'd say he's a good 40 days out. Oh, he's way out. So, it's going to be social and engineering that comes up next. It's not going to be necessary yet, but we will be needing that. And engineering. What are we doing next on engineering? Doing that. Oh, that's good. That's also good. And I definitely need that next. Okay. Now, I happen to know the instant I set off that or build that component factory, I'm going to set up to the next part of the storyline, which is everything comes crashing down. But I do need that built, so now what I'm doing here is I like to have my storage facility right next to where it's going, because they're going to be moving everything from here up to there. So once I have everything moved up, I will be deleting the one down there. It's no longer necessary. It's going to be steel. That's going to be titanium. It's going to be components. Components. And it's going to need power. There we go. And unpause. Report. I'm doing okay. Not spectacular, but okay.
Objective achieved.
Director, we have a message on the emergency
Okay.
channel. I'll
As
put
I
it on the
said.
screen.
Going to slow this down. And let's go ahead and start this.
This is Arthur Moore, commander of the Hope 2 orbital station. The station has sustained severe damage from multiple collisions. We have lost key control modules. A hard moon landing will occur in the coming weeks. Request assistance from anyone who hears this message. All crew members are ordered to take shelter in Block 4. I repeat.
The debris from the meteorite impact must have gotten Hope 2. I'm already contacting Crust to report it.
You'll see, according to the storyline, I think I'm on Hope 2. But Crust is aware of the situation with Hope 2 and is already working on an evacuation plan. We will need assistance in the search and rescue operation, including providing a place to accommodate the rescued crew. Your base is ideal for this. We are ready to provide the necessary support and equipment to complete the task. All that remains is to confirm your willingness to participate.
With all due respect, Director, I do not share your doubts. People are in danger, and if it's in our power to help them, we must do so.
With all due respect, Alice, altruism has clouded your judgment. Crust is clearly asking for grant aid that we cannot afford right now. I suggest we focus on restoring production and resuming shipments to Earth, where resources are urgently needed right now. Also, I've negotiated a prepayment with FASM. We can use their funds if we start reestablishing the contract system now.
All you care about is profit. If that's the case, think of the technology Crust will provide. It's worth as much as our base in its current state.
Do we pay a fair price for their technology? Don't forget, Director, by accepting Crust's offer, we will allow them to decide how our base is developed. We'll have to focus on the construction of the living quarters and postpone the expansion of high-tech manufacturing and investigation of the meteorite case.
Crust is going to accommodate the surviving Hope-2 crew members at your base in exchange for equipment and technologies for us to carry out a rescue mission. If you accept Crust's offer, you will lose access to the FASM contract, for which the corporation is willing to pay upfront.
I will have to explore that game sometime, or that. However,
Good choice. You need to establish contact with the station, assist the commander with the evacuation, and then transport the team to your base. You should have living quarters suitable for sustaining life by then. Begin preparations for the construction of the living quarters immediately. It is a complex and resource-intensive structure, so maximize and optimize production so you're ready when survivors arrive. In summary, your main tasks are: contact the station and ensure the transport of the crew to your base. Construct a residential facility with life support systems. We will send a research plan and transportation for search and rescue operations shortly.
We've barely recovered from the explosion. Now our base is just a couple of mining and processing modules. I'm willing to do whatever it takes to save the crew, but it'll be almost impossible in such a short amount of time. We definitely can't do it alone. I will send a request to colleagues and inform you when new information becomes available.
Indeed, the timing's not ideal. However, we still have the ability to break down the task and move towards our goal with small steps.
okay, so
Director, we managed to dispatch the research rover scout. It's essential for your next mission. Examine the satellite repeater and make contact with the Hope-2 crew. Mr. Ratchet will help you sort out the controls. You're free to use data that will help with the mission. Some of it will expedite the research. Professor Wilfrey knows what to do with it. However, remember that all ship logs, crew records, and other materials related to the incident are the property of Crust. Your company has no authority to examine this information.
okay.
Ratchet, have you heard the news? Crust put you in charge of the new toy. We don't have much time to contact the crew, so helping the director get the rover to the repeater is your top priority.
Not only did we lose almost all of our equipment, but we also turned out to be the last hope for Crust and the Hope Station. Anyway, Director, we're in a hurry. Land the cargo pod with the rover and we'll proceed.
Objective achieved.
Okay, so
Horizon 6. Almost everything has been modified. Only the hull is original. There's serious hardware there. Even Crust doesn't have much like it. Send it off base and see what we can find with it.
okay, so it's on its way. That was me going out to the lunar surface, going back underground now. So there's the ice, so I want to put the base down here. Now the core base has to be at least 15 by 15. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger than that. I don't want to have it so close to the ice that there's nothing there. Okay, can't do that.
Walking the land, then looking away, I realized that I didn't stay.
And I do not want it that close to the ice.
I didn't think we were
But I have to wait. A little bit more room over here. And I'm going to make this area down here the top priority. This is what I need to have carved out. Okay, guys, go to work. Is it daylight? No, it's still night. How am I doing on power? Still good there. Okay. And I'm going to carve this area out too.
Objective achieved.
Here we go.
Attention. This is First Vice President Alice Van. Director, you need to send
Sorry,
a rover to the
I
repeater
forgot.
and contact the station crew. Professor Wilfrey, please request Crust life support technology. Ratchet, we're going to need a cargo truck for crew transport. Take care of it for us. Personnel on Earth to proceed under new directives issued by your immediate supervisor. Over and out.
Okay. So I've got 6 of those right now. That's good.
We cannot rely solely on Crust to deliver all the equipment. We need to prepare ourselves. We need a cargo truck to deliver the crew, and we need it now. Ratchet, any ideas?
We can try to fix this piece of scrap metal. It's a Pathfinder 3B, an outdated model, but it has increased maneuverability and payload capacity. Just what we need.
I know I've got those. And that's being built now, so that will help. But I need to increase my titanium production. So I'm going to get another smelter out. And that's in the wrong place. So let's go ahead and remove that. Can I get enough room? I can't right now. But what I can do is transfer everything from here down to here. This. Yeah. Okay. And as soon as we've transferred everything out, we'll delete both of these and I'll just move this down. It's a little bit of a waste, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Okay. I'm going to shut this off for a little bit. This has been emptied out. that's all done. We'll remove it.
Director, it looks like the rover has run out of power. Now, it couldn't be the turtle in a race, and until the sun is up again, there's nothing we can do about it. The rover is solar powered, and as soon as the sun goes down, it starts using energy from its batteries. Keep this in mind when planning long-distance expeditions.
Yeah, that always kind of sucks. Okay. So, we want to get this all taken care of. Metal. Components. And electronics. Okay. All. And turn that back on. And we're going back to 3 again. Okay. And that's also empty. So we will turn that off. And remove that from existence. It's not really necessary. I just like right now I'm conserving components, and it makes the base a little bit neater, more organized. Okay.
Objective achieved.
Base building 101. Thank you.
The engine is running. This old timer may not look like much, but the cargo truck has passed all tests and is ready for operation. Director, we'll send a cargo truck as soon as we receive the crew's coordinates. You don't have to worry about the delivery.
Director, we've established communication with the station.
We didn't expect anyone to respond. The situation is critical. The station has suffered a lot of damage. The navigation system is down. Power and life support systems are failing. There are some wounded, but so far everyone's alive. Now that we have a signal from the surface, I'll try to keep the crew reassured. We'll activate the emergency beacon so you can pick us up after landing. What do you mean you're not ready to rescue us? Listen to me. You must make it happen. People's lives depend on your work. Our orbit is decaying. We can't change course. I'll reroute energy from Block 6 and 2 and try to delay the lunar landing as much as possible. Our lives are in your hands, Director. Hurry up.
Director, we urgently need to build living quarters and get them out there. Professor, have we received the necessary technologies?
Crust has handed over the research plan. They agreed to help, but the main burden will fall on our shoulders.
Living quarters will require a lot of space. Director, make sure the drones mine enough area for construction.
Objective achieved.
Okay.
Okay, we're ready. Director, use the room planner tool and lay down a room of the required size.
it's gonna have to be. So. Double doors, which I will put here. Build it. Standard wall. There. Standard wall. Door. There. Build it. Okay.
Objective achieved.
Switch to the room building mode and prepare a plan for the future room. Don't forget to install doors before completing the design.
And yes, Director, several technical modules will be needed for the colonists' living conditions. Try to separate the sleeping quarters and production areas in advance. After all, we want the staff to come to work well rested, right?
Director, news about the difficult situation with Hope 2 has reached us. We are ready to provide a base to temporarily accommodate the crew. The offer has already been sent to your representative.
Message from an unknown sender. Security needs a little time to decrypt. Okay, great. Director, Malachite has responded to our request for help. They are offering assistance to our rescue operation, but there's a catch. I'll put the message on the screen now. The Malachite lunar base is not designed for long-term human occupancy, but it is equipped with small life support modules. Judging by the sensors, they're still functioning. Malachite is offering to temporarily accommodate the crew on their base to give us time to build what we need. However, if you read their offer carefully, it implies that we will have to return the favor if necessary. We can agree to their terms to make the rescue go smoothly, but remember that in that case, we will owe them a favor in return. In any case, the decision is yours.
We'll accept
Director,
their offer.
Crust has sent us an additional set of drones, which will allow us to expand production even further. Treat them with caution. They are an extremely rare and valuable resource.
Provide the drones with materials and complete the construction. Keep a close eye on the supply of steel and concrete, and repair modules of the product chains in a timely manner. Also, you can convert drones back from miners to speed up the building process. For carrying out various tasks and contracts on the moon, you may need a rover scout and cargo transport. Since our resources are currently insufficient for producing transport, you can purchase everything you need in the Crust Solutions section of the Control Center interface.
And I need more room, so we're going to carve that out.
In the current circumstances, we have to accept any help we can get, Director. Malachite will buy us some time, and that's the most valuable asset right now.
Now, you can buy a lot of scientific here, and you can buy vehicles, but they're not offering drones right now. So, yeah.
In this section, you can rent other labs to participate in your research to increase your science point in.
See, there we go.
Malachite sent the geolocation of their base. I've marked it on the map. Now we have a place to accommodate the crew from Hope 2, but my gut tells me it can't be that easy.
Well, we will go and take a look.
Director, let's confirm our destination for the crew after evacuation. Send the rover to the abandoned Malachite base.
its way. I've got these guys building. And back to speed 3, so it's coming in nights. We still don't have. Okay, this is telling me I need more. More solar panels so that we get that up to 100%. We're going to keep the numbers down because I want most of my people working on that damn base. And they won't be if they're working on other things. Getting to that. Okay. And it also takes material that I need for the base away from the base. So. Now we just let things run. Monthly report. Still have money, that's a good thing. Wrong key.
Objective achieved.
Living quarters require electricity and oxygen in order for the life support systems to start working. Let's start with electricity.
Director, did you know that when a conveyor is connected, the input is blocked for drones, and when it is connected to the output, the exit is closed? This means that by default, resource delivery is handled either by drones or conveyors, but not both at the same time. To manage this process, use the Storage Manager. Some modules, such as bulk storage, automatically open for drone servicing when storage is full, and lock down again when the capacity drops to 50%.
Install an electronic board on the wall and connect it to the main network with a wire. This way, the whole space will have access to the power grid.
Life support. And we are going to need a ice melter. We're going to need an electrolysis plant. And we will also need a water tank and an oxygen receiver. Might as well do this now. Ice extractor.
Research complete.
It's going to be the best way to do this. Guess I will go with that. Then we're going to need bulk storage. Oh yeah, this is going to be fun. Base came up too damn close, but we'll work with
Director,
it.
to obtain oxygen, we need to find ice deposits among the regolith and set up its extraction.
Go down through the front and down into that. No. Cancel. Through the front.
Objective achieved. Research complete.
Down. Build all. Let's pause it to see what is the multi-regolith refinery. I'm gonna have to figure out how best to use this.
I knew it. They gave us a wreck instead of a base. In such a state, it's completely uninhabitable, so we shouldn't rely on it. We better put our efforts into building our own living quarters.
Okay.
Use the ore detector to find ice deposits. We've set a good pace, but time is still working against us, Director. Try to keep that in mind. Build the ice extractor and then the ice melter. This will allow us to produce water and oxygen and supply them to the living quarters.
Three days. That's probably about 2 weeks. That's still going to be a fair amount of time. So social. Going to need that. And then engineering. Definitely going to be needing that. Okay. So. Power. And while we're at it, I want to put in the electric board. Yeah, didn't quite make it. There we go. Right. Well. What's that? Have to have ventilation for every living or for every space. So don't ever forget that. That's important. Okay. And the kitchen's not researched yet. Let's get the game going again. That is my basic layout for a base. Just coming in today, we had barely enough power, but we had enough. As I add more things though, that's going to be a problem. So, need to add more battery obviously. Get us through those cold nights. One. Just to be sure, I'm going to add some more solar panel. It's probably a bit of overkill, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. And let's see, going up, because we knew. There we go. And underground. The mining drones are bored. Can't have that. So, let's get them busy. Busy, 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 busy. Finish up this one. Keep those hands up busy. Whoops. Nope. Remove this. Slide over one. Oh, come on. Slide over one. Oh. Yeah. Need to turn that back off. Slide over one. And down we go. Okay. So. Okay. RW 45-17/2075. In the crater lies a vast storage structure comprised of multiple segmented modules. Emergency vehicles are scattered around the area. A sign by the entrance identifies it as Reserve Warehouse 45-17/2075. And a Crust logo makes it clear who the owner is. The facility is designed for emergency use and houses a large quantity of steel, smart concrete, and modular frames. And I receive 60 research points for 90 days. Okay. Let's go ahead and go take a look at this. Well, I can just go and pick stuff up now, can't I? So we will do that. Send it back to the base after we're done. And then we're going to send this guy off to the observatory. Okay. Investigate it. Let me know what's happening. Okay. Let's see. That's working the way I want it to.
Research complete.
Now, I have a lovely deal going on here with lots of need to keep my costs down. So turn this off for a moment. Let that simmer through. Research complete. Let's go take a look. Pause it. And that's the automated kitchen. Yay.
Walking along the Milky Way, I realize
Okay, 20 days. It's going to be less than 20, but then it's going to go to that, okay? 15 days, so definitely fundamental is going to be next. And I need to get that repeater built. Okay.
take out my shining hours, but I still miss the flowers.
Turn it back on. Now my intention is I'm going to be taking all this stuff out and moving all this up there. So I can do that now. And okay. So let's go ahead and move this, move that, move this. And we will just wait for these guys to empty themselves out. While they are working away. Okay. So we're gonna work with these guys. Not enough room. So turn that sideways. Right. Shift it down. Okay. Build all. These guys do that. Silicon, yep. Now give it power. Then from there, it's got to go to a smelter. May need to go to more than one, but we will just put one for right now. Alwigo 4. Alwigo is the automated laser interferometric gravitational wave observatory. A network of 5 observatories was constructed on the moon with active participation from Crust between 2073 and 2079. The primary goal of the project is to detect and study gravitational waves of cosmic origin. The observatories are located thousands of kilometers apart from each other, enabling researchers to determine where the gravitational signal is originating. The observatory was damaged by an explosion, but there may still be valuable equipment or data regarding the nature of the recent disaster. Perhaps it's worth sending a rover with drones to investigate. I can't do that yet, but I will be able to soon. I need to build expedition control center before I can do that. Okay. Okay, it's now powered. to do that. And then coming out from there will be one of those. Yep, this isn't done yet. So, I'm gonna reconvert those back over to standard worker drones and get them working on this. That way we get this all working faster. Okay. That's as empty as it's gonna get. Go ahead and take these down.
Package delivered.
And take this down. Okay.
Research complete.
Okay, and pause it. Let's go take a look at the research. Conveyor elevator. Okay, so right now I'm going to be needing this. So we will get that going. Now the conveyor elevator will let me transport stuff from down here up to the top, but we're not going to do that quite yet. To get things rolling out of that. Okay. And this is where we run into some real issues. I am out of concrete. Ahead and go there. Investigate. And can't do this until I get drones. Okay. And thank you, I know about that. Monthly report. Oh yeah, I just deleted a whole bunch of conveyors. That's why I have more money. Because you get money back when you delete stuff. But yeah, smart concrete. Okay, unpause.
Research complete.
Okay, pause. Medical block, good, I need that. Need that first. Okay. It's not enough water is because we haven't built the ice melter yet. That's cause I'm gonna need titanium. And all my titanium is going out the door. Okay. Well. And take that Send that
Research
straight
complete.
through. But we're going to build an offshoot. There we are. That's going to be where my titanium is going, but 50% of it is going to be killing south. Not all of it. It's not building up at all, so let's go ahead and pause it and take a look at the research. Yay, there's my smart research or smart concrete factory. Oh, that is going to be coming in handy. That'll be taking engineering and social. Sociology, yeah. We'll do that next. Okay, now. Silicon and waste. Which way is that going? Cancel. Ah, it's going up, not down. Damn it. Slag. Moving in. And we're going to give this guy a little bit of a higher priority. Get him moving. Kitchen. There. Okay, fraction of hope. An unidentified object has turned out to be a module from an orbital station. The area around it is littered with thousands of small fragments, and the module itself is bent and twisted. Approaching closer and inspecting the debris, the cargo truck's cameras notice a partially faded inscription, Hope-2 RM-5, Before the collapse, this was a research module on the Hope 2 station. Apparently, the station sustained such serious damage that the external module detached from the main structure. It's possible to send a cargo truck with a drone for detailed examination of the module, which I will not be able to do until I get the Expedition Center bait. Okay. Medical block. Put there. Creation. We'll put that table there. Storage. I'm going to stick a vending machine. There. And we'll put the hydroponic farm right there. Okay. Wasting science points. What are we wasting here? Oh, there is no... I need green. Okay, I need social. Which I will get with that. Okay. Not enough. We already know about that. Let's get him moving. Go to the temporary shelter and invest. Oh, wait. I keep forgetting about this. This is something that I don't really tell you about. But you really don't want to move this guy without doing a scan and seeing if there is something else around here that isn't showing up on the radar. Yep. Okay, so we will go ahead and do that now. I have to remember to keep scanning. Okay, and that is a pickup. So we will just go pick that up. It's all stuff I can use. I know about that. Plates. Don't have any titanium bars as yet. We'll get those soon. There we go. Oh good, I do have slide coming out. I was a little worried about that. When you're concentrating on the ore that is meant for this whole process, it tends to be a lot cleaner and not as much slide comes out. I'm going to go ahead and stop that for a minute while I get all this stuff taken care of. Guess I want this to continue. Set this up as a private. Oh, guys, there we go. No. And once this stops, it stopped. It stopped. And this has a ways to go yet. that. How about that? Monthly report. I'm starting to get fairly low on money. That's going to concern me in a little bit. However, right now, I need to provide for storage here. And steel. There. And I think with that, we are going to call it a game for today. So let me pause it. Thank you all for joining me. If you have any comments on my gameplay, I do respond. And I listen to other people giving me advice, which is why I restarted this base. Y'all have a good night.